but they don't do videos. They did not copy my videos.
Yeah.
They just copy the profile picture because they need followers and what have you, and then destroying your name as well. So for the
Yeah.
one who is doing this is a professional. He's it's
Yeah, they are
crazy.
professionals. Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, welcome everybody. Make sure you're liking the live stream, commenting, and sharing. So, Abena, we need to tell us your story. How did you get to decide to be a financial educator, a financial strategist?
I mean, for me, when I think someone's mic is on.
Guys, make
Okay.
sure your mics are
All
thank
right.
you.
So for
Okay.
me, when I moved, in the US, I realized that most of our immigrant people are struggling financially. And then especially with our old folks who've been here for years. So, looking at all these things, I was wondering, what was really happening? Why is the system not treating us well? Or maybe we did not understand the system. So personally, I did not want to find myself in that situation. Yeah, because I saw people even in their old age still working like crazy. So yes, that is what motivated me to, go into the finance space and try to understand how the system actually work so that I'll be able to also help, my fellow immigrants because, working in your old age is not fun. Like, it is not fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that observation. Because so many people come over here, they live for years, even over that years, and there's information they have no idea. They have no idea. Are you able to hear me? Is my network okay? Let me check from my end.
Yeah, I don't know, your mic or your network, you're breaking up.
My network has been giving me problems, my Wi-Fi, everything. So I'm wondering, should I change the service or what should I do? Can you hear me, guys? Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Comment. You can hear me. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know what is happening to my network. I have the best network, and I don't know why it's doing this to me. You can hear me. All right. You can hear me. All right. Thank you so much. It's better. Thank you. Thank you. So, Abena, your story is short. You did some of observations, and you noticed that people are suffering because of they don't have knowledge. They also suffer in their old age, like they work their whole life, paying for debts, not having financial freedom, not having. Hey, so my first question for you, how do many people work hard but still remain financially stuck? They're hard workers, but they become financially stuck.
I mean, for when it comes to financial stability, it is not just about, making money. It is about understanding finances and knowing how actually money works. Okay. Because you can make so much money and still, be living paycheck to paycheck. So it doesn't really matter how much, you make in terms of money, but it's how, you manage money. Okay. That is, how the difference comes from how you are able to manage the little money or the big money that you have. Because I know people who make a little money but still live from paycheck to paycheck. So it has to more to do with finance education. If you don't understand finances, wherever you find yourself, you should be able to understand the financial system of that country, not just the US, wherever you find yourself. You should be able to know how things work, how money works in that system. And that is the first step. Once you understand that system, at least you are up there, you know how to structure your finances. And then a lot of people also try to live above their means, okay? It should always be within or below your means, okay? But in the US, I always tell people it is best to live below your means, okay? So that you will have the difference to save or invest whatever you want to do. And then people also don't start early investment, because trust me, investment is a gradual process. It doesn't make you rich overnight. But at the end of the day, it helps you build assets instead of, spending money unnecessarily. So yes, it has for the foundation, understanding the financial system of where you find yourself. Okay, so you fit in so good, because if you don't understand the finances of how the country you are in works, it's going to drain you financially. If you understand it, you know how to structure your finances to also fit in to benefit from it. Yeah.
Ah, wow. Very nice explanation. You personally, how did you learn how things to do with finances? Because I believed when you came and you saw, you observed and said, oh my goodness, this is a problem. It needs to
Yeah.
be solved. For you, when did you have this financial education? Did you train yourself as you grew, or how did it get started? Because to notice there's a problem, first of all, yes, you can notice, then you solve it. But sometimes you have the solution. That's why you like, oh, this is the problem they have. Ah, I can get the solution easily because I have a background of one, two, three.
I mean, for me, even before I moved to the US, I have always been financially conscious. So even back in Ghana, I had my own personal business. I was a nurse. I've always had that entrepreneurship, mindset. I started my own skincare, line. I was doing wigs, makeup. I've always had, I've been financially conscious at a very young age. So when I got here, yes, I still, I still came here with that same mindset, but up here things are a bit different. Okay, so once I got here and I did my own observations, I began to listen to people, financial experts. My first, encounter with an expert was with one finance advisor. Like, he was trying to tell me about all these investments in this country. So after my conversation with him, I personally decided to do my own research, learn, read books, listen to experienced people, kind of, try to build myself. And that is how it all started before, I went to do my certification for finance education. So yes, I have always been financially conscious, not just in the US, even back home, I was very conscious of my finances.
Wow. Hey, parents, let's help our children now. You see, people start from somewhere. People start from somewhere, but you're not too late. Today we have Abena over here. You're not too late. There's no too late. You can get started anytime. When you have the knowledge, taking action is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. The ones who are joining, welcome in. We are discussing about finding purpose in finances, and we have just tackled the first question. We are going to the next question. What is the biggest finance mistake most of the people make today? The mistakes people make today, according to your experience, what are the mistakes people make? I know you have talked about people living beyond their means. Yes, but is that one of them? Do you have several?
I mean, for we, in this modern age, I would say one of the major factors is lifestyle inflation. Okay, because for us, we are exposed to a lot of things, impulse buying, the internet, shopping apps, or in the olden days, they did not have access to those things. For now, we have those things, social media, someone's lifestyle, trying to, also keep up with the trends and all that. So at the end of the day, we end up wasting so much money. Even, with our own personal financial situation, we know this person's, finances are quite different from ours, but we tend to, follow suit. So at the end of the day, we waste more than we are supposed to. So yes, lifestyle inflation is one of the major causes of this generation, why people are not able to build wealth, especially we, the immigrants, and those of us who don't have much. I would say those of us who don't have much, that we should be able to manage the little we have. By lifestyle inflation is eating up the money from buying of new clothes, chasing trends, iPhones from one phone to another, upgrading every single time a new trend is up, the new rigs, all kinds of things that, can save us the money. But at this time, we are exposed. And I don't blame the generation. It's just how, how we find ourselves. It's the social media, it's, the exposure. It's okay, but you have to be able to, control yourself so that you don't go into that lifestyle inflation. And mostly when you do that, some people, their income doesn't match their lifestyle. Okay, so at least if you keep it below, or at least within a reasonable range, and then you are able to save the difference, that really really helps you. So lifestyle inflation is one of the major things. And because people spend so much money on these things, they forget to invest. Okay, because there's nothing to invest because they spend all the money on these things. So at least if you're able to live below your means, and then the difference you're able to save or invest, that really, really helps you. Because lifestyle inflation in this generation is one of the major causes why people never stay financially independent.
So guys, coping people, be you, live within your means. Hey, live within your means. Hey, competition, hey. Yeah, don't look everything in social media you believe. Don't believe anything. Yeah, people go to a end of getting loans to do things which they're not worth, just because you have seen a celebrity or somebody else. And you know what, these people, there's some people even they are given as gifts because of the good job they're doing. It's not that they're buying it from their pocket, and you are busy looking for that particular attire so that you become in the same level. So guys, hey, live within your means, live within your means. Thank you so much, Abena, for that information that you are sharing. My next question to you: how does mindset affect wealth creation? How does mindset affect wealth creation?
I mean, when you study the psychology of money, it will tell you your emotions affects your money, and money affects your emotions. It goes both ways. So for example, when you don't have money, you don't feel good. Okay, you are always angry. Small thing, you are angry. Your wife is asking for money, you're offended. It's not because of anything, but it's just the stress that comes upon you when you don't have money, when you don't have your finances right. You need something urgently, but because you don't have money, you cannot afford it. At that time, you are going through emotional stress, because nothing is working out financially. So I tell people, when you get to this country, or anywhere that you are, try and understand that money controls your emotions, and your emotions also control your money. Because if you have money and you deal with impulse buying, that also has to deal with your emotions, your psychology of money. So yes, it affects both ways. Money can affect your emotions. Your emotions can affect your money as well. So it's all about finding the balance in between. Okay, and then for we as immigrants, we should try and delay our gratifications, early gratifications. Mostly for us who shop online, we do this. Sometimes you don't even need that, and you buy it, and you are like, why did I even buy this thing? It ends up, not really being something you need. So yes, early gratification also has to do with your emotions, how well you are able to delay. Do you really need this thing you are buying? Do you really need it? So sometimes it's what I personally do is that if I want to shop around, or maybe Amazon or wherever I want to shop, I just put the thing in the cart, leave it for like some few days, and trust me, before I know it, I'm like, I don't even need this thing. Okay, but for early gratification, as soon as you put it in the card, you go ahead and then you purchase it. I'm not saying sometimes you really need the thing, but delayed gratification also really helps sometimes, because some of the things we buy, trust me, we do not need them. You ask yourself, why did I even buy this in the first place? So yes, your emotions can affect your money, and money can affect your emotions. It goes both ways. So psychologically, yes, our emotions affect our money. Early gratification is one of them. As soon as you see it, you want to buy it. You saw this new wig, I'm going to buy it. You saw this, I'm going to buy it. So yes, it really does affect our money and it goes both ways.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Now, the next question. Guys, I hope you're catching up with what you're talking about, because this is the person who has been really clear. The first time I had a presentation, it was clear. So I believe it's very clear to you, because the first time it was clear. If it was clear for me, it must be clear for you, okay? And I hope you are writing notes too, so that you refer to them later and adjust your lives. Now, what does financial literacy really mean in simple terms? People have been hearing this word now and then, but what does it really mean?
I mean, in simple terms, it's just you knowing how to manage money, learning to invest, learning to save money so inflation doesn't eat it up. So it's just basically you learning how money works, not just, you buying money, earning money. You can earn money and still not be financially literate. Okay, that's why some people make so much money, by the end of the day, they still struggle. Okay, so financial literacy has to do with you understanding how money actually works, how to manage money, how to use money for your own benefit, as in saving and investing, but not just making money. Because you can make money, it is fine. You can really, really make good money. But if you don't understand how actually money work in the country where you find yourself, then you are not financially literate. You should be able to understand how the money you are making actually works and impacts your life, either through savings, investments, budgeting. All those things makes you financially literate, not because you are making money. Anyone can make money. Anyone at all can make money, but if you don't understand these concepts about your personal financial situation, that's why I always tell people finances are personal. Okay, so you should be able to understand money for yourself. How does your budgeting looks like? How does your investments look like? Are you structured? Your finances, are they structured? Are you able to track every single penny that goes out? Can you account for it? That is what makes you financially literate for your personal self.
Thank you so much, Abena. Thank you for stating those things very clearly. So, as you talk, spending money in Africa and spending money in abroad, like US or Canada or even UK, it's totally different.
Yeah.
So when you move from one country, if you really travel from one country to another, you have to learn what to do. Wow. Because I have friends, I have people I met, they have lived maybe in Nigeria for 10 years, then they have lived in Europe for 5 years, and in these places, all of those places, they are working. But still, when you look at their life, you're like, okay, some have retired and they're receiving pension from every country they worked on, but still you see their life and there were people who were prominent, and you question. So thank you so much for sharing this information. If you move from one place to another, make sure you are getting knowledge, you are learning how to do it, because I think it's ignorance. Sometimes it's ignorance, and sometimes we are too busy. We are too busy to do most important things. The most basic important things we need to do, we are ignorant. We are chasing something else instead of taking care of the issue, which thank you. Now, my next question to you, because I know you're busy, you're rushing somewhere, and we need to move on. My next question for you: how should someone start budgeting, even when they have low income? Because sometimes you say, "Oh, my income is low. How do you expect me to manage the money, and my income is low? I want to be a bit better, make more money in order for me to manage. How do I manage a low income?"
I mean, the first thing is that if you can manage to get another source of income, that will really help, backup since it's low. But at the same time, if you think you cannot, maybe do a second job or, do anything to back your income up, then you have to cut down on your expenses. Okay, that is why I always say live below your means. If you live below your means, you have the extra to save up. But if you live above, or in Africa we say live within your means. When I got here, I realized it doesn't work here. Live within your
No,
means is back in Africa. If you get here, it's live below your means. Because that way you are able to,
in reality, yes.
that way you are able to save the difference. If not, you will always struggle, try. No. So yes, try and budget. I know it's hard to keep up with your budget where every penny is, going. But if you are able to track where every single penny is going, it really help you, set up your finances really, really good. And then aside that, if you are someone who likes to, buy unnecessary stuff, please, you have to try and cut them
Like
down.
ladies.
Yes, you have to try and cut them down. Make sure your budget only consists of the things you need, not want. Your needs should be a priority, because there are things we can't live without, like food, water, all those things. They are essential for human life. But some of the wants, you can cut them down, because for once you can live without them. Even though yes, it's nice to have them, but for a week I can live without a week. I'm not saying don't get your week, go get your week. I'm not saying don't get your clothes, go get them. But when to get them, know when to get them. Sometimes if you want to get something, you have to budget for it. Okay, let's say I need a new wig, I need a new clothes. I'm going to use like 3 months to save up to buy that clothes. That way you are not going into your paycheck to pay huge money. But I have a budget. Say in 3 months time, I want to get a new wig. So at the end of the month, or at the end of every week, whatever I'm paid, I'll take $10, or whatever currency you are using. I'll take $10, $50 and keep it aside. That way you are not going directly into your paycheck to pick huge money from it. Okay, that will drain your budget. So you kind of budget ahead. Okay, you start saving little by little. At the end of the 3 months, hey, I saved up for it. I deserve it. I can go ahead and buy it. That is why I was saying early gratification is something you should work on. Okay, try to work on your gratification, to do the delayed gratification. That way, it really helps you balance out your finances, balance out your budget. That way, you are not putting too much stress upon yourself. Okay, so plan ahead of things you want to get, especially with wants. For needs, you cannot do without water. You cannot do without food. All those things are needs. So it's okay to go and buy them, but for once, I personally recommend you budget ahead of it, okay? Because it's not essential. You don't need it to survive. Yes, if you have it, it's good. But if you can budget ahead of it, give yourself time. You see it's nice, yes, but hey, this is my budget. This is what I have to work with. So I'm going to give myself time. In 3 months, in 4 months, I'll be able to afford it. That way you don't stress yourself out, financially. You don't stress your expenses out. You don't put too much pressure. So yes, you can, be a low income earner, but still know how to structure your finances. That's when financial literacy comes in. Okay, so it doesn't matter how much you are making, but it's how well you are able to manage the little that you are making.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Budget ahead. Budget ahead. Sometimes you say, oh, if I miss this one, I will not get it. I might get money and I don't. Yes, true, it can happen, but at the same time, what are your priorities? So budget ahead. Even when you come to this live stream and you're planning to maybe show your love, budget early. Don't come and do just things. You'll find your account is zero. So make sure you are budgeting. If this program is benefiting you, you budget for it. Guys, plan ahead. That's what you're being told. We are learning, guys. We are learning. Lava guy, say it true. Lava girl, you have an experience, all right? All right. My next question to you, how should someone what percentage of income should people save? Because for me, oh my goodness, for me, if I tell you my story, sometimes I don't save. Why do I not save? Because maybe I have a project, I'm investing on something. I have investment. So I don't prefer saving. It's not a good idea. I'm not good at. And thank you so much for the for the planner. It's very, very helpful. Thank you for the planner. Now, some people say, "Oh, saving is wasting. Just invest." So the question is, I'm just giving you experience so that when you mention things, oh, you remember what I asked. Okay, you remember what I asked. So, what percentage of income should people save? What percentage of income should people save? I know I've learned this from one of your videos, but it's still okay. It's still okay to share with these amazing people over here.
I mean, when it comes to savings, there's no required percentage to save. Okay, it all depends on your income, your personal financial situation. Okay, so there is no required percentage of how much each person should save because finances differs from individual to individual. Okay, so there is no set percentage like, hey, this is what you have to save every month. This I always tell people, start with whatever you have. Okay, that way you don't put too much pressure on yourself, but at least start something. The most important thing is to start something, not how much you're able to save. No, it doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, it's what the discipline to save. Okay, the discipline to just manage the little you have and then be able to save the difference. That is the most important thing. So I do not have any percentage. I kind of push any percentage on anyone to kind of pressure you because my personal finances is different from yours. Okay, so yes, save whatever. Just be consistent, have that discipline. That is the most important thing. And then continue saving whatever you think at the end of the month, whatever you are able to, the extra ones you are able to get, but at least make it a habit. That is what we want to preach out there. Make it a habit, make it consistent, like from time to time you are doing it. It's not like but make it a priority to save something in terms of emergency. You are not struggling, you are not confused and doing all that. So yes, when it comes to savings, there is no recommended percentage to save. Each person's finances are different. So just look at yourself and know how best, what really works for you, and then you go ahead and do it.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Guys, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Thank you so much, Abena, for sharing that. Behavior Talks is talking about coaching of 6 months. It's good you have explained that because you might have multiple kinds of businesses. And then you say that business is on. Can you let me know a chat? I'm feeling as if my network is big. If you can hear me, please let me know in the let me know in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know in the chat because I can see the network is lagging. Thank you, Faith, for the love, for sharing the love in amazing people here. Guys, are you able to hear me? There's an echo. There's an echo. Even now, there's an echo. I'm
You are
nagging. Oh
breaking,
my
coach.
goodness.
You are
All right.
breaking. You are breaking up.
I don't know what to do with this network now. I don't know what to do with this network. It's good. I don't know if the network my full of out things I clean up on. Maybe I need to really clean up my phone as well so that I don't blame so much on the network. Guys, are you able to hear me now so that we go to the next question? Able to hear me?
think it's your network.
I cleared the cache when I came live because even yesterday I had I tried to I checked my net and then the same thing happened to clear. Sometimes when I have content creator have a lot. I'm still breaking. I'm still breaking. Let me off my internet and then I remain with my data. I see if it will, I don't know. Okay. Guys, can you hear me now? Is it much better? Uh, I don't know if I'm back. Let me know back. Let me know if I'm back. I'm still nagging. So I changed my network. I changed my to Wi-Fi now because if the phone, my data in the phone is not working, then I need to change. Guys, what about now? You ever hear me come once? Oh my goodness, we in the middle of something. Oh my goodness, God pass. Teresa, welcome in. Welcome in. The ones who are joining, welcome in. We have Abena over here. He's a financial educator, a finance strategist. She's amazing. She's sharing with us very important information, practical information. She's solving real problems about finances today, especially for people in because of the knowledge she has, she's able to help everyone. It doesn't matter which part of the world you're in, she's able to help everyone in general, but she has specialized right now with helping women on their financial planning, financial strategy. Guys, can you hear me? Am I still nagging? I go back to Wi-Fi.
I
No,
think
this
you're
is
good.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you're good.
This is Wi-Fi only. I've not had this kind of problem before. I've never had kind of problem before, so I don't know why they're coming up. But I know at the end of the day, being a live streamer, I have to do about it. Let me put them together. And then I see what happens. You can hear me. I can use the Wi-Fi only. You can hear me. You don't need my words are clear. If my words are clear, it's better. Are my words clear? Can I ask a question? No. Oh my god. Okay, let me combine two of them. Precious, welcome in the fighting with the over here. we are going to find the solution to this, yes, the most important topic in the world. Oh, the most important. Right. All right, let me combine them. I'm so sorry for this technical errors. I'll still get bottom to it. I'll still get bottom of it, guys. I've combined. I don't know if it's working. I've combined the Wi-Fi and my data. You can hear me, Abena?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me rush on so that we are able to get somewhere. Now, my next question for you is, what is the difference between saving and investing? What is the difference between saving and investing?
All right. So for savings protects your money, but investing grows your money. Okay. So when you save your money, yes, some of the banks or wherever you save, they might have, small interest on there for you. If you are in the US, that's why I always recommend the high yield savings accounts. They have a higher interest rate. So yes, savings, protects your money, because with that, there's no risks involved. The money is there anytime you need it. You can go in there and pick your money and you are good. So saving protects your money, but investment grows your money. Okay. Yes, with investment, it comes with risks. You can lose money, you can gain money, depending on how well you structure your investment. But yes, there is risk involved with investment, but with savings, there's no risk involved. But your money doesn't grow as much as your money can grow with investment. So that is just the difference between it. And then with savings, remember, inflation can eat up your money with the savings, especially with the small interest ones. You keep your money there. At the end of the day, especially in the US, they give you an APY of 0.001, which is nothing. But if you invest, historically, the US stock market averagely returns over 7 to 8%, 7 to 10% annually. Okay, so look at the difference between 0.1% and 7 to 8% returns. Okay, but with investment, then it comes with risks. If you are going in there, hey, I can lose money, I can gain money. So you just go in there with that open mind. So if you're someone who wants to protect your money, we save to protect the money. That's why I tell people, before you go into investment, make sure you have some savings. You have your emergency fund. Because in a situation where you need money urgently, you are not going into your investments to sell and take the money out. Because if you are not lucky, you go in the market and at the end of the day, the market is down, you tend to lose money. That's how people lose money in the market. So it's kind of, you have your emergency fund in your savings account before you start going into the investment, so that in terms of emergency, you go into the savings account, not your investment account. Because with investment, long-term investment really helps you. If you go in there, with that mindset to be in there for long, it actually returns. But if you are someone who goes in there, you buy, you sell, every month you are buying, you are like selling every month, then you tend to lose money. Okay. So yes, that is just the difference. Saving will keep your money safe. It will keep it safe. It will protect it. But investment will grow your money. So that is just it. But with investment, no risks involved. With savings, there's no risk involved. Your money is there anytime you need it. You can go and take your money. But with investments, it's in the market. So when you need it, you have to go in there, you buy, you sell, or do whatever you need to do in the market. By the end of the day, if you are not lucky and you go in there and the market is down, that is how people lose money. So it's best to have a savings account and investment account. That way, you are not going into the wrong accounts in times of emergency. So yes, savings protects your money because it's not going anywhere. Inflation can come in, but you still have the percentage you kept in there safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you for explaining what is investing and what is savings in a very clear way. Thank you. So make sure you have savings before you start investing. At least you have savings, because savings, you're sure anytime you can chip in and get something to save yourself in case of in savings. Okay, is that where we are? No, that question is for another time. That's a personal question. I'll ask it later. Thank you so much. So, how many why do many businesses fail financially? People open business every day. People open this, they close, they open. Why do so many businesses fail financially?
I mean, I think it's all about structure, how you structure the finances of the business, okay? And sometimes people also tend to mix their personal money with their business money. Or, they tend to mix
That's
their
very
personal
true.
life with, the business, life. They are not able to separate both of them. So, yes, they are making money from their business, but at the end of the day, it's going into their lifestyle, it's going into their personal account instead of a business account. So to be able to separate these, your personal money from the business money, it really, really helps out. If you mess them up, that's how people, tend to fail, because they tend to waste the money that was supposed to be in the business. They spend it, on their personal self, and at the end of the day, the business will be struggling. Yeah. And sometimes it has to do with pricing, strategies, how you are able to price your things. Okay. But supposedly if you overprice, then people are not buying, you get discouraged, you tend to end your business because people cannot really afford you. But at the end of the day, you also have to price it in a way that you are also not making a loss. Okay, so yes, the pricing strategies also helps you, and that will be one of the reasons why people tend to close their business, they give up on business, because if you are overpricing, nobody's gonna buy. Yes, and then it also has to do with building a personal brand, building a solid personal brand for your business. Because trust me, I have been an entrepreneur, as I said, back in Ghana. Nobody does business. I do business a lot back in Ghana. And then for me, what I would say is that for your brand, it has to be really solid. You have to be able to build a very good brand. Because trust me, we are selling the same thing. Someone will sell it for $1,000, and trust me, people will buy. It will run out of stock. You will sell the same thing $10 and people will not buy. It's all about branding, how well you are able to brand your business. Okay. So I just try and make it more professional, good customer service and all that, because trust me, it doesn't even matter what you are selling. If your brand is solid, I've been in business, so I know what I'm saying. The same thing people sell very cheap, you will sell it very expensive, and trust me, it will run out of stock. People will chase you just because of the brand. Just because of the brand. Because trust me, the same thing, Fashion Nova is selling, is on Timu. You understand? But at the end of the day, people prefer Fashion Nova because of the solid brand. But Timu, people look down them, but you can find the same thing on Timu. You can find the same thing on Fashion Nova and other big brands, but nobody will value Timu because of the brand, name associated with Timu. So building a solid brand is something that, really helps your business if you want to, go into business. And then at the end of the day, your personal, experience with business. You have to understand the business you are doing. If not, you also fail. Okay, you have to understand how your market works, people in your space, how do they organize their things. You should be able to look at people, your competitors, and learn from them, not from a bad perspective of being envious or anything, but
Yeah.
to be able to learn from those who are making it. What are they doing different? Okay, because if you are not doing what most people are doing, at the end of the day, you will tend to fail. So you have to learn from your space. Whatever business you are doing, learn from your space, because people are doing it, are making it. Why are they making it? Why are you struggling? And now, we have access to social media. We have, all these marketing apps, all that, you can go in there. It's all about how well you are able to structure. As I said, a solid brand is the most important thing. If not, you feel discouraged. People are not buying. It's so stressful when, you have products and very good products that can sell, but you are not able to sell. It all has to do with your brand, your structures in place, and how well you are able to market, the things that you are selling. So yes, without these things, your business will fail, you will give up, it will become so stressful for you and all that. So yes, some of these things really, really helps us. And then, it also, collapse people's business because they are not able to structure their business well.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the information you're able to share for us. Guys, if you have any question, we are almost getting there. I'm asking one more last question so that if you have written question, you're able to bring it up. If you're up here, you can open the mic. If you're down here, you can always request and you can bring you up. If you don't want to come up, you can still type your questions over there. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate Abena as well for the amazing information she's able to share with us. Practically simple, easy to understand, right? Thank you so much. How did you learn to make things simple? You're making them so simple, like easy to understand. I'm like, I want to be like you, okay? All right, my last question for you. If you could teach the world only one financial principle, what will that be?
I would tell you to invest money. Learn to invest money because that is how you build assets. That is how you build wealth. Savings is good, it will protect you. By the end of the day, investments will build you up. It will build your finances, either through stock markets, either through the bond market, real estate. You don't have to have millions of dollars to start investing. For me, I always preach investments because that is how, wherever you find yourself, it's not just in the US. Almost every country, even in Ghana, Nigeria, wherever you find yourself, Kenya, they all have the stock markets. That's why I was always saying, I said, understand the finances in your country. Understand the financial system in your own personal country. It doesn't have to be in the US, wherever you find yourself. Understand how finances work within the country. So investing, I will always say it builds your money. There's risks involved. By the end of the day, if you don't risk it, you will never know. So for me, I'll always tell you, investment is how wealth is built. And if you can, have access to it, go ahead and look into it and try and do something for yourself. Because at the end of the day, savings, yes, it will protect you, but your money, inflation will eat your money up. So if I could tell people anything, I would tell them early investment, even if it's not for yourself, for your kids. Start early investments for your kids. If you don't want to do it, build yourself up and then build your kids up. Don't let them start struggling. From a very early age, they are struggling financially because of the hardship you also went through. You've seen how, being financially illiterate, what can cost you. So if you have been through it, you make sure your kids don't go through it. So start early investments for your kids. If you can't do it for yourself, at least for your future kids, you are able to impact their life, positively. You set them up on a good financial path. So yes, that is something I always preach on my
page. Do investment, guys. Do investment. Remember, savings are important, but investments can take you far. But when you're investing, remember, savings are also important. Yeah. So save fast.
That's why I always say, like, build an emergency fund. You build an emergency fund before you go into investments, because the market can crash. Okay, at the time where you need your money and the market is, crashing, you go in there, you sell, and then you make a loss. Okay, but if you have an emergency savings, hey, at this time I can go in there, I can leave whatever is in the market, let it be there until, the market is up. You can sell and make your money. Okay, so investment is good, but you have to be very strategic of how to go about it. Have an emergency fund before you go into investment. That way, you are not rushing to sell your investment at the wrong time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, it's time for questions and answers. Hi, Abena, thank you. Thank you so much for that enlightenment. Guys, if you have any question, this is your time to ask your questions. This is the time you should be asking your questions. And that's why it's very good when you have the way somebody was saying, Faith Love, this other account, Love Me One, it's not, I cannot find it unless you do guest request and I able to find to find it. Did you do guest request? You did not. Guys, if you have any question, this is your time. I know sometimes you cannot have questions because she's very clear. The first time she shared, I did not have a question or because I was able to understand everything that she shared. So if you don't ask questions, still I'll be happy because I know she's clear. But now, if you have a burning question, don't hesitate to ask. This is the right time. Guys, if you're not connected with her, please do connect with her. Abena, do you have, are you in other platforms in the other
Yes,
app?
I do have a nursing page aside the finance page. I do have a nursing page as well. So
In the same in this platform as well. Oh my
yes,
goodness.
I do have a nursing page on this platform as well.
Okay. I
Yeah.
need to connect with that. I need to connect.
Let me see if I can join this live with the accounts.
Okay, I have a question.
All right, Nana, you're welcome. You're welcome. Your question.
Yeah, that is my account. Nova Yonda. I just joined.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
check it out.
Abena,
Yes.
budget is saying.
You have to speak English because not everyone speaks tree.
Yeah, I'm just greeting you. I'm just going to speak English.
All right, sure.
What I want to ask is that I listened to you the last time about investing in Vanguard, and I downloaded the app, and then I tried to, invest in Vanguard. But when I try after downloading and opening the account and everything, when I try to invest in any other company, it just keeps on telling me the money in is not enough. I keep on adding up, but it just keep on telling me the money is not enough. I don't know why it keeps on telling me that.
I mean, are you in the
Is there any
US? Are you in the US or
Yes, I'm in the US.
yeah? So for investment, I don't really want to discuss investment on here, especially like teach you how to go about it because it is a very restricted industry in the US. Okay. So if you want me to teach you, anything on investments, like I can, educate you generally on the right here, but to tell you, hey, go buy this, click here, do this, that will be something I will not want to commit myself to because it's a very restricted industry. So I know my limits as a finance educator. I know where I can go. I know where I cannot go. Okay. So especially with investments, I know people do it on here, but in this country, it's illegal to do that. Trust me, someone can sue you for doing that. So I will not want to commit myself to that. So if you want me one-on-one, we can book a section and then me and you we can go through that. But I said I educate people on investment on here all the time, but I know my limits as to when I can go on this internet because I don't want to put myself in trouble. Yeah. So if you need that thing you are asking, we can do that with a one-on-one section, and then I'll take you through the whole thing. But I will not commit myself on this line.
Very well. All right. And then I'll do that, and then maybe we'll talk on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, my link is in my bio. You can go on my website to book a one-on-one section, and then we can do that.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nana, I hope you did not misunderstand anything. I hope you got exactly what she's talking. She's clear. She understood your question perfectly, and that's why she's referring you to go and get her. You can inbox her, but the link is in the bio also. You can connect with her and find out when she's available and when you can do it. So she got
Yes,
your
please.
question,
Yeah.
and she knew
Yeah.
automatically that question is needed to be done somewhere else, not here. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else who has a question?
Yes,
before
coach.
she leaves. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you very much, coach. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, coach, for this section. Thank you, Abena, for the insight. Thank you. My question is, there is this general saying that you should not invest what you cannot lose. Don't invest the amount of money that you cannot afford to lose. So invest because there's risk involved in investment, as you have highlighted. It is advice that not invest the money that if you lose, it's going to impact you, adversely. So what's your take on that?
I mean, as I said from the beginning, with investment, it comes with risks. Okay, so whilst you're going in there, you know that you can lose money. If anybody is telling you you can't lose money with investment, that is a lie. And then here in the US, they will tell you if anybody tells you that, you have to report that. Okay, because it is not right to tell people like, hey, invest, you're not losing money, all you do is make money. That's not the right thing. I know people do it on this app, but it is illegal. Listen, you can report that person, and trust me, they will deal with that person. Investment, the real thing is I tell people when you're going in there, you can make money at the same time you can lose money. Okay, that is the real thing. So with your question, that's why I was saying before you go in there, you have to have an emergency fund. Okay, because when you go in there and you try to buy, you sell, you buy anytime, you are going in there, you have an emergency, you are going in there. If you go into the market and the market is red or is down, you tend to lose money. Okay, so you don't tend to time the market, or rather, we say timing the market is what builds wealth, not timing the market. So yes, you have to have your emergency fund before you go in there. That way, oh, this money in there, oh, I don't really need it at this time. When you are going into investment, you set a goal for yourself. That's why I tell people finances are personal. I don't teach investment on my app, go do this, because it's personal. Each person's situation is different. How much of a risk each person can stand is different. So if you don't know your finances, and because I'm telling you I'm buying Apple stocks, you're also going to buy Apple stocks, you end up having a heartbreak because the amount of risk I can tolerate, you cannot tolerate it. Okay, that's why when people come on my page and ask me about investment, I don't even reply because I don't know your situation. Okay, finances, they are personal. Investment is personal. Whatever works for you is what you do, not because I'm saying I'm doing this, you're also going to do it. No. So yes, have your emergency plan, emergency fund before you go into investment, because with investment, yes, as I said, the US stock market averagely it returns. Okay, at some point the market will fall. Recently, when there was the war between Iran, US, the war going on, the market was impacted. It was going up, down like crazy. People were losing money. So at that time, if you were selling during that time, you will lose all your investment. Okay, but recently, I think about a month ago, the market has been really good. It has, for me, my portfolio personally, everywhere is green. I'm making good. Okay, but about 10 months ago, it was everywhere was red. I was losing money. Okay, so at that time, if I had sold my holdings during the war, where everything was red, the market was crashing and all that, I would have lost all my investments. But now I stood in the market, I didn't sell anything. Now they are back up and I'm making more money. Okay, that's why I'm saying if you want to invest, be strategic about it. You don't go in there because people are saying go and buy this, you are going to buy it. No, you have to know, understand your own personal situation. How much of a risk can you even take? Okay, if you want to play it safe, how do you go about it? So yes, investment, it comes with a lot of risks. Okay, but if you know what you are doing, if you know how well you are structured, you will be good. But at the end of the day, just have that mindset that yes, I can lose money, I can gain money. It all depends on the time, on the time of the market. You don't time the market, but it is time in the market. Okay, that's why I always say long-term investment pays off. Long term, people do crypto, trying to do low trading, Bitcoin, those people you lose their money. Okay, personally, I don't preach it, I don't teach it, I don't do any of that. Because for me, I want to do long-term investment. I believe if you want to be, safe, kind of, safe, with your money, then long-term investment, put it in something, forget about it, let it compound, let compound interest reward you. But if you also want to do day trading, crypto, at the end of the day, you are chasing one stock from another. They said Bitcoin is trading mini stocks and you are moving. Trust me, you will lose so much money because you don't even know what you're about. Okay, some people do it, and trust me, they make so much money because they know how to do it. They can day trade, they can read the charts, they know. No, I don't recommend people to do that, and I don't do that. Okay, so yes, investment is good. Just be strategic. Know what you're about. Don't chase trends because people are saying this is trendy. Understand your personal finances and know how well you will structure your investments.
Thank you so much. Sweeter, did you get something? I told you guys, this is body, this is eyes, this is ears, this is no. We need each other all the time. Coach Sweeter, was your question answered?
Yes, it was answered, and I wanted everyone to benefit from that.
Coach Sweeter is from South Africa, so you are dealing with different people from different places. Coach Sweeter, do you think we need Abena? We really need that, right?
We do.
Coach Luis, we need Abena, right?
We do.
So let's make
We
our
do.
house clean before she comes in.
We do.
All right.
Thank
Any
you so
other
much.
person?
I have a follow-up question. It's so important, like you mentioned, that we invest for our children. Very, very important. What are the ways? How can we invest for our children?
I mean,
What are the ways to invest for our children? Yeah.
I mean, for any other country, as I said, it might differ from country to country. But I know in Ghana, some of the banks had some investment accounts. You can go in there and open for your kids. You can buy treasury bills, you can buy CDs, whatever your country has. You just have to know what is available for you within your country. In the US, they have custodial brokerage accounts, they have the 529, they have so many accounts for kids. So I know, in Africa, South Africa, they have, the stock market, whatever you want to do, you just have to know what is available within your country. But I know most of the banks do have it. They have investment accounts you can open for your kids, treasury bills, all that. So yeah, just go in there and then, try to find out more information. I know they have it,
Yes, that's so true. Thank you very much. Because when you touched on that, I really appreciated it because this is one aspect that a lot of people don't know about, and it is so helpful. It can be so helpful. So really to advise people to really look into that. A lot of people don't know about this at all. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very important one. So let's invest for our kids, and it can be very, very helpful. Thank you very much, Ariana. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You see how clear she was from the beginning. She talked about it depends on where you are. Don't think the way you behave in Africa is how you come here and behave. These are two different places. You have to learn depending on where your location is. Same applies to where you are about children. There's something. There have to be something. So you need information. That's what you need. And you know where to get it. Don't you know where to get it? Sweeter. I know you're asking
I
questions
do. I
for
just really
others.
wanted, people to also hear about it. You can be
Yes, I
investing
know.
something small every month, into those. We have them, the banks have them also here.
Yes.
Just invest something, but be intentional about it, and it is very, very helpful. But a lot of people don't know about this. That was why I wanted us to emphasize, on it more. Thank you so much.
Do you have experience? Because I know you have big kids. Do you have experience? Maybe you can share your experience with us or sometime. If nobody has a question, let's wait for if there's more people having question. Behavior Talks, Coach Liz, do you have any question for this wonderful lady over here?
Yes, good day. Hello. Thank you for the information you shared. I have a question. I just want to make sure that with the emergency fund, with inflation now, like I know you talked earlier about you can't always just say a specific percentage because it's independently based on the person. However, what is the emergency fund accumulation? How many months should we accumulate for an emergency fund?
So we do recommend that at least you have 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. That is the ideal. So that in terms of where you lose your job, anything can happen. Life can happen. It can be a time you can't even work. Okay, you need time to rest up. You need time to heal from a certain sickness. So at a time where you have your 3 to 6 months emergency fund, you are not stressed out. As I said, money affects your emotions affect your money. Okay, so at that time where you are going through that financial you don't have to stress because you know within the 3 months or the 6 months you are good. You can afford your bills, you can afford all the necessities. So we recommend you build at least 3 to 6 months emergency fund. That way, in terms of anything, your car breaks down, there's an emergency, you are not rushing to credit cards to get loans and all that. So 3 to 6 months is the ideal.
And then for a business, what are your suggestions in terms of saving for a business?
To start a business, or you already have the business?
I already have the business. How much savings cushion or how much of a cushion should a business have?
It depends on the type of business you are doing. Okay. If your business is something that requires you to have huge amounts of money, then your savings will be, have to be higher. But if your business is something that, is very small, minimum, then at least your savings, you know how to budget for your savings. But for a business, if you have an emergency fund or something, because anything can happen, you can even go and get the things and they don't look good. You can get things and, they don't sell as much as you want them to sell. So it's good to have an emergency fund just in case at some point you lose money through the business, because sometimes you do things in the business, they don't go. Even to get a shop, do this, do that, all those essential things you have to do. If you don't have the emergency fund, you are going to struggle so much. So whatever amount you think for your business is good in terms of your industry or whatever you are doing, just budget within, your business, whatever you are doing. But I cannot specify like this amount, because if I am selling hair, it's a different budget. If you are selling lip gloss, it's different. Okay. So depending on the type of business you are doing, you plan, within that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the ones who are asking questions. I appreciate Abena over here. It has been amazing throughout. I'm sure she's answering your question in the right way. That's why when Nana talked, he said, "Oh, that one I know. This one it needs to be here." And now you're asking question. He's able to tell you this and this, this and this and this. You get what I'm saying? She's able to differentiate which one needs more attention outside here and what can be taught here. But she has a lot to offer, guys. She has a lot. This is just, guys, you have no idea. Now, anybody have a question? Anybody else? Don't be left out. If you have any questions, it doesn't matter how your question looks like. Ask your questions. There's no foolish question, or there's no foolish question. Ask your questions and you will be answered.
I think that Barnes is asking a question in the comment section.
Abbas just came in. He missed a lot of. I had share opportunities. What do you mean by sharing opportunities?
I had like her to share the opportunities. I think investment opportunities. Barnes, please let us know in the comment section.
Banks? Yeah, because she said I like her to share the opportunities. We need to find out exactly the question she's asking. Thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate each one of you. Thank you for joining this live stream. You have had amazing, wonderful moments with this wonderful lady here, Abena, a financial educator, a financial strategist. She's a mentor. She's a lot. I have had a few experience with her, and I'm really going to get more and more. So believe me, she's the best. She's the best. So if you have not connected with her, even if you don't have any queries, you can still go to our page. If you're back in Africa, don't worry. Even if you're seeing page, you learn now. You have even relatives abroad, right? So you might she will be very helpful for you guys. She'll be very helpful. Any question? Any other question?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of questions. I mean, but I think it should be on the backside in investing. So since she doesn't want us to talk much about it, maybe I'll go back to her
Yeah,
DM.
if you have another, make sure you also write them down so that you don't forget, so that when you get in touch with her, you're able to note everything.
Yeah, yeah. Because to me, investing is one of something that I want to do. I like spreading out my little money that I get and then forget about it and see what it will bring. So I'll talk to her on the backyard and then see what we can. I want to say thank you so much. If you want to pick someone, you can drop me and then pick someone else.
All right. Thank you. Thank you also for being in this platform. We appreciate you. Anybody who wants to come up? Anybody who has a question because she has to rush somewhere? All right, guys. If a question comes up, remember you can connect with her and get in touch with her. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Abena. You're free to go anytime you feel like. Thank you for being a blessing. You're a blessing to many, and thank you for being a blessing to us. And we'd love you to be part of us and continue giving us these blessings as we share to the world, as we bless so many people in different parts of this world. So thank you so much. When we are ready, I'll get in touch with you to find out if we can work out something together. Thank you so much,
Thank
Abena.
you so
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you for that. I do have my nursing page. I create nursing content as well. And I wanted to share this opportunity right here just in case, someone or,
Yes,
my sister
sure.
might. So currently, I have an opportunity to work with several agencies in the US, and what they do is that they sponsor nurses who've taken their NCLEX. For the EB3, I also have the F1 route. So if you need more information about it, it's free. For the EB3, it's free. You don't pay anything. So if you know a nurse who's taking the NCLEX or you want to take the NCLEX, you can follow me on my nursing page. I don't know. I try. Let me see if I can type hi and then maybe.
Yes.
Yes, that is
You
my
did. Yeah, that one
page.
is easier to get.
Yes. So if you know a friend, a sister, a brother, your daughter, your whatever has taken the NCLEX, they are struggling to get sponsorship, just send me a message on my nursing page, and then I'll gladly assist them get the sponsorship. It's free. For the EP3, that one is free, and then it will cover you, the applicant, your spouse, your children, and bring them in, and the sponsorship. And then we have the F1 route. For the F1 route, you have to have a bachelor's degree in nursing, and it's kind of they have the CNA to RN option for nurses who haven't taken the NCLEX. If you want more detailed information, I have that video on my page. You can check it out. But with that, they will be paying for. You will have to pay for your own fees if you don't have the NCLEX. And they have another option, the F1 route for nurses who've taken the NCLEX. And with that, it comes with a whole lot of package. Housing assistance, flight assistance, and all that. So I have all those opportunities. Maybe you can check them out on my page, and then if
somebody is in Africa, different part of Africa, are they able to access this?
Yes. I mean, all my nurses are from Africa. all over the world, Canada, Australia, Pakistan. It shocks me that I have clients in Pakistan. So all over the world, it doesn't matter where you are, you qualify for the EB3. And then, for the nurses who've passed the NCLEX, it's easy to get them on the EB3. But if you haven't taken the NCLEX, as I said, they have the CNA to RN, where they bring you in to do the CNA and later do the RN for you. So those are options, you consider. And then it's on my page if you need details. I've done several videos on my page. You can check them out.
Thank you so much for sharing this information. I know so many people are looking for you. It's because they don't know where you are. I know so many people are looking for you. So we're going to share the information as well to as many people as we can, because we need everybody to benefit. We are benefiting each other. You help me, I help you. It's all about help you. And sometimes if you don't have knowledge, you don't know. You don't know who to reach, because sometimes you get people who are not genuine and they run off with what they run off. Oh my goodness, people are, I don't know, but I have so much confidence with her. You can talk to me. I have tested, so it's not a joke, guys. It's not a joke. So if you have that friend who is a nurse somewhere and they need more and they need to expand themselves in life, this is the opportunity. Let them connect with her. Let her give them information. If they are qualified, then they're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna enjoy it. And apart from that, she's here to train you finances and what have you, especially in US. So you sports, you don't have reason like to, you already someone in place who can help you in this. So if you hear somebody
for having me here. Thank you so much for having me.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much. You have had I hope so connected with her in the pages. She's going to leave anytime from now. So guys, pay attention. I told you in this account, we're gonna bring you stuff. If you don't pay attention, not only her, we are doing everything. FMBT, oh my goodness, you are welcome. You go later. We are done. We have been good morning. But don't worry, I will bring this together, then put in my YT, and you'll be able to get information. But thank you for coming, FMBT. We had amazing time here with Abena. She shared amazing, and you know what? She's clear. She's practical. She can explain things in a way that it's very simple, like explaining to a child. You're very late. Yeah, you're very late, but no need to worry. I will do them in YT. That I'll collect all this information in YT. Then I'll be able you'll be able to watch it over and over again. But I wish she was here so that you can able to connect with her, because there are also some people who are duplicating our account, so that you don't get to follow the wrong account. But still, if you need to connect with her, still I can share you a video. But at the moment, the ones who are not able to enjoy this program today, I'll be able to compile and put it in that app, and then you'll be able to get access. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you, from Faith Love to Coach Mwendwa. Coach Mwendwa is me, but now this account PPA is a group of coaches coming together to change the world. And when they're coming together to change the world, to change themselves as well. So when you see me live, I'm just meantime holding everything together, but you'll be able to see more people coming in with this account, because they are members of this team. So next time when you see somebody else live with this account, don't be shocked. It will happen. It will happen. But now my account over there, I have my name is Coach Mwendo. The account is in the platform. It has a blue picture on it, and you are able to connect with me. So thank you so much. I was trying to thank people who are over here. I hope you're also blessed. Nana, we are happy to have you. Thank you for joining this platform. Miriam Prince, Coach Sweeter, thank you so much. Lava Girl, I appreciate you. Orphan Voices, thank you so much for moderating for us, this team. Jesse, thank you so much. Gracie, I appreciate you. Coach Liz, I really appreciate you too. Thank you also for the people who were able to ask questions, and it's amazing. Bran, I see you. Thank you so much. TikTok Queen, thank you so much for being a blessing. Victoria, I see you. Victoria, I hope you have benefited from something. FMBT, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for honoring the invitation to join this live stream. Alway, thank you so much. I know you are very busy, but I don't know if you got anything, or I don't know if you got anything, but I'm gonna post the video. So thank you so much, everybody, and God bless you. Today you're finishing earlier. Today we'll be ending our live stream 10 minutes early. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't have events, so we are going to speak one-on-one language. Okay, we are going to speak one-on-one language. But now I take this opportunity to welcome Coach Sweeter. You can tell us what you do, because we need to find out everybody here what they're doing, if you're able, if you're in a position to do that. So over to Coach Sweeter. You tell us what you're doing over here in TikTok.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. Hello again, everyone. So my name is Sweeter Aigbavoa. I am a faith-based marriage counselor and relationship coach. I guide people on how to do relationship God's way. So follow me if you want to do relationship God's way and not the world's way. Thank you.
She will be also coming up in the platform soon. The people who have been here, you also know her. She's also amazing about relationship. She is passionate and she also has experience. So we appreciate you, Coach Sweeter, for being part of PPA. I'll jump Miriam. I want to introduce first Behavior Talks. I hope you're in a position to talk about yourself. We call her Coach Liz in our program. So you can open your mic and tell us a little about you and what you do in TikTok.
Hello, everyone. I am Liz Marie is my name, but on social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, I am Behavior Talks. I'm a board certified behavior analyst here in the United States. My platform is centered around helping people understand autism spectrum disorder. I work with children ages 2 to 16 who have communication, relationship, or basic behavior issues, such as they can't go to school yet because they are not maybe sharing with their friends. Maybe they have been even dismissed from their daycare. So they have very severe behavior interruptions in their education and development, and I work to help them cope and go back to a daycare and or start school. So my platform is centered around children. I use a research-based therapeutic practice called applied behavior analysis, and I'm here to solve complex behaviors with functional solutions. So my platform is centered around autism spectrum disorder. I talk about mental health as well. And you'll see this is my brand in the background, because the brand for autism is a puzzle. Anywhere you see that puzzle piece or hearts with puzzle, those bright colors, that is significant of the autism spectrum disorder brand. And so we advocate for our students. We advocate for our students and our families. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Now, Miriam, are you able to speak where you are? We need you to introduce yourself. You introduce yourself. Miriam. Okay, as Miriam, we go to Lava Girl. Guys, you cannot introduce You don't. Oh, you're not able. Sorry. All right. Lava Girl, are you able to introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing in TikTok?
Hello everyone, my name is
Hi.
Lava Girl here on TikTok, but I have nothing specifically to do here on TikTok. I'm just here to learn.
All right. Make sure you have something. Make sure if you're learning something, you
Okay,
have to create something. Yeah. All right. Thank you. We go to
okay, I will.
TikTok Queen. All right. TikTok Queen.
Hi everyone. Hi coach. Good afternoon, sweetheart. Good afternoon, behavioral, and the rest. Good afternoon. Thanks for this teaching. I was in and out anyway, but I was still able to pick one or two. So on TikTok, I teach on TikTok. I teach everything you could use to navigate on TikTok. I also do street cookouts on my other TikTok Duchess. So you can also do well every end of the month. I do a street cookout. So guys, always come support, support could be by you being there, tapping, sharing, making it go viral when I'm doing it on TikTok because I go live then. Also, I'm on Blue app and on the same street cookout on Blue app. So my the names are on my DM, so you can always come support me. Thank you so much. But basically teaching on TikTok, and I also do co-hosting. So when you see me on the street of TikTok co-hosting, drop in, support as you can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TikTok Queen, for sharing. Often voices you've already told me you're not able to. I know you're not able to, but it's good that you're able to express yourself. You're not able to today, but tomorrow I'm sure you will. Mr. Nana, you can also unmute and tell us what are you doing in TikTok.
Oh, okay, all right. My name is Nana. What mostly I do is I'm a businessman. I deal with cars. I sell cars on TikToks. This page is my personal page, but I have my business page too, which is JK Autos. JK Autos is also on TikTok. I buy cars and send them home for sale. I have a garage in Ghana that I sell cars, so that's my main business. That's why I'm in TikTok. Yeah, to promote my business and use the platform for marketing and other stuff. That's what I do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you and thank you for being on the live stream. Jessie, are you able to open your mic and share about what you do in TikTok? Jessie? Okay, she's not able to speak. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. God bless you. It's time for me to say goodbye. See you, everybody. I'm not able to talk. All right. See you, everybody. See you tomorrow. And God bless you. Remember, this account is for coaches coming together and sharing and making impact. And I have my personal page, Coach Mwendwa. It's when you check it's number 2 up there. So but on this platform, when you see another coach coming up and speaking, they're probably maybe sweeter, maybe behavior talks, maybe somebody else, because we are many. Hey, believe me, we are many. We are many. So God bless you all. It's time for me to say goodbye. See you on the next live stream. God bless you all.